In the rolling plains of Masai, Kenya, where golden savanna grasses dance in the wind and acacia trees cast long shadows under the sun, lived a woman named Amani. She was the third wife of Olima, a wealthy herder known for his vast cattle herds and striking red and blue shukas. Life in the village had always been peaceful, full of song, celebration, and the colorful beadwork that Maasai women crafted by hand. But for Amani, there was a restless ache that made her stand apart. She was determined to rise above her status, to win her husband's attention, to become his favored wife. She envied the wealth and influence that his other wives held, and she wanted it for herself. One day, a village elder whispered of a forbidden ritual, a powerful but dark charm that could grant her immense wealth and influence over Olima's heart. The ritual involved retrieving a bone from the oldest family crypt and burying it under the bed she shared with Olima. Once the ritual was complete, the elder promised, Olima would find her irresistible, and his wealth would multiply with every passing day. Driven by ambition, Amani slipped away one cold night under the cover of darkness. She walked miles to the forgotten crypt, an ancient structure half swallowed by the earth, hidden in a grove of baobab trees. The air was thick with the scent of old soil and decay, and as she stepped inside, her breath turned to fog in the freezing air. Her heart raced, but she knew she had to go through with it. She found the oldest bone she could and, with trembling hands, carried it back to her home. The following morning, everything changed. Olima seemed bewitched by Amani, following her with wide, adoring eyes. His other wives left puzzled and hurt. And true to the elder's promise, the cattle seemed to multiply overnight, a surge of prosperity that filled the village with whispers of Olima's sudden fortune. But as the days passed, Amani began to notice strange happenings in the house. In the dead of night, soft murmurs echoed from beneath the bed, faint whispers in an ancient tongue that sent chills down her spine. Shadows moved on the walls as if someone unseen was pacing. Then one night, Amani felt a cold breath on her neck as she lay beside her husband, who was fast asleep. She opened her eyes and froze. Standing at the foot of the bed were two shadowy figures with hollow eyes, watching her in silence. The horror sank in as she recognized them, Olima's first two wives, who had died under mysterious circumstances. She remembered the villagers' hushed talk about how each wife had died shortly after Olima came into wealth. The bone she had taken wasn't just from any crypt, it was from the resting place of his forgotten wives, who had all paid the price for his fortune. Amani tried to reverse the ritual, praying, pleading to the spirits to release her from the curse. But it was too late. The figures began to close in on her, their expressions blank and unforgiving. And on that final night, as the stars dimmed over the savannah, Amani was claimed by the spirits she had awakened. When the villagers searched for her the next day, she had vanished without a trace, leaving only her husband's wealth to grow, just as it had with the wives before her. Now, the villagers speak of the accursed wealth of Olima's household, the cycle that would continue until the last of his wives was taken by the vengeful spirits waiting in the shadows.